Hello, everyone, and good evening. I hope you had a chance to get out and vote. Hey, we do have some wild weather in Montana with winter storm warnings out there. Is real snow coming to the valley? Your forecast begins right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
A real quick message before we compare some long-range snowfall potential in the models. Our friends at Robert Gibb and Sons want to thank first responders, as do I, and you will receive up to $400 off the installation of a new system. Call my friends at Robert Gibb and Sons for the details on this today. But for now, we're going to start right off the bat. We're going to look at that European model, right? It's the one that I usually put a little bit more credence in when we get out beyond, say, 4 or 5 days. Tends to be a little bit more consistent with the output on those. Now, what we can do, though, when we start looking far out in the future is compare 2 or 3 models that go out that far and see if there's consistency between them or if they're all giving me different solutions to the forecast. And this gets you behind the curtain scene on how Hutch does a little bit of forecasting. Let's get right to it. Number 1, we're going to take a look at this European model and showing the short-term forecast of snow showers out in Montana. Slide south. Colorado's in for a whack-a-mole kind of snow event as we go into your day on Wednesday. Thursday, it continues in southern parts of Colorado. Then as we go in to a quiet stretch of weather and a warmer stretch of weather here in the northern plains, by the time we get to Friday the 8th, well, look at this. It is still rocking and rolling down in the southern Rockies with storms in the plains and snow in the Rockies. And then as we get out just a little bit farther, it starts making its way in off the Pacific Northwest. That is the system we're concerned about. Now, let me head back and take a look at that system as it makes its way in. Here we go. Boom. You see that? Moving its way through about the 12th to the 13th of the month, a system that dives out of the Pacific Northwest into the Central Rockies and slides right into the northern plains, bringing wind and snow. Now, the American model has been showing this, but more closer to around that 15th to 17th time frame the last few days. The European model says, ooh, this is the first I've seen from it here in the last day or two. Now let's compare that American model real quickly as we take a look at it. Oopsies, I'm going to have to reload that one back up. I got a little happy with the clicker here. And now let me look and load up the hour-by-hour forecast. So our snow tonight dives south. Unsettled weather in the southern Rockies works its way up into the northern plains, bringing a weekend chance of sprinkles into our forecast here. Here comes the system off the Pacific Northwest. Low pressure develops in the Rockies, and then boom, out into the northern plains it comes. The date here is the night of the 13th into the wee hours of the morning on the 14th. By the way, the dark blue and purple is heavy snow. By the way, those lines that are black indicating, well, a lot of pressure change, a lot of wind with that potential system. It's a narrow band of snow, so a lot can change. Now, how about model number 3, just to see if we can get a lot of consensus with this or not. This is a good old Canadian model showing similar things with regards through the weekend. Milder weather, a chance of rain heading into Saturday and Sunday, and then after that, here comes a system off the Pacific Northwest, more of a Wyoming track through Wyoming and Montana and then up into parts of Manitoba. See what I mean by the fact that these can take different routes as they cross over the Rockies and begin to develop. That said, this does bring a chance for some unsettled, windy, and cold weather along with precipitation that could be white rain, or otherwise known meteorologically as snow. That's a look at the extended forecast. You'll see more on that here in just one moment. How about we take a look at what's going on right now across the region on the radar to get you caught up. Here's what you need to know. Snow continues to fly in the mountains of Montana. Rain showers showing up here in parts of central North Dakota with temperatures not far from the 30s. Means, will we see a flake tonight? Can't rule it out. That certainly we could see some slippery roads as we go into the morning hours with temperatures that'll be quite cool. Now, as you take a look in on Bismarck, much needed rain leaning back from Bismarck, the Missouri River Valley, right back into Lake Sakakawea for the Hazen-Beulah area, and likewise for Mott and Hazelton, seeing a few showers make their way in there. Farther out to the west in Montana, the snow is flying, but it's way out west of Glasgow. Right now we have heavy showers straight between Glasgow and south into Lodge Grass, Hardin, and Billings, Montana. But you get up in the terrain at all, and it's fastidiously flying flakes of nonsense. And as we look out to the east here, we have a strong cold front working its way through Grand Rapids, Michigan. Heavy rain right now down into Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Indianapolis parts of Indiana, seeing some heavier rain and showers and storms. And look at that good old-fashioned thunder rumbles as it works its way out of the Boot Hill of Missouri and Cape Girardeau and down towards Memphis, Tennessee. And it's been a very, very active day of weather down in Louisiana with tornado warnings earlier in the day. Their strong thunderstorm activity does continue, and we do have one storm system here with the blue box that is producing some hail and gusty wind potential with it, although not quite severe level. Colorado, we showed you, storms will be providing them with a chance for some snow as we go through the next few days, but by and large, could be very unsettled in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, bringing much needed moisture to that region as well. All right, that is a look at what we have going on. I'm seeing if I can get some information with regards to what's going on in the mountains of Montana right now. And what you're going to notice as this populates is that we do still have winter storm warnings in areas of red and winter weather advisories surrounding that across the high plains of Montana right now. I may have to go to a different product to show this. There it comes. Okay, so the pink boxes, I should say, Havre, south into the Great Falls area, that is all a winter storm warning in effect until tomorrow morning at noon is when it expires in that particular county. So that's the high wind warning, rather. The 6 a.m. time frame is when the snow is expected. Elevated terrain, upwards of 1 foot of snow possible from that. And I'll look at the winter weather advisories that are from Colstrip and to just outside of Billings, Montana. It does not include you folks in Miles City. So wintry weather taking hold there. We talked about a little bit of our chance of some showers of snow here in the valley. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson, hoping you got out to vote today. Hey, make sure you check back as we go through the day tomorrow on your hump day. You'll have updates to your forecast on hutchesweather.com, or you can follow me here on Facebook or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching.